1.4, subtracting integers. When we subtract integers, the first thing we need to do is we need to apply a rule. And this applies to subtraction problems only. And this rule is keep, change, switch. Keep, change, switch. Once we rewrite the equation by applying this rule, then we can use our knowledge of how to add integers to evaluate the problem. All right, so let's try a few examples. In this first two, we are going to use the number line. Okay, so remember, I said for subtraction problems or finding the difference, we need to apply this rule, keep, change, switch. That means we're going to keep our first integer the same. We are going to change the subtraction sign to an addition sign, and then we're going to switch the sign of the second integer. So it was a negative, we're going to now keep it as a positive. So our problem becomes a negative 9 plus 5. Now we can use our knowledge of adding integers to solve this. And on this one, we're going to use the number line. So we're going to start at 0, and our first integer is negative 9. So we're going to move 9 in the negative direction. Right? And now we're going to add a positive 5. That means we're going to move 5 spaces in the positive direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And where we end up is going to be our answer. So our answer to this is negative 4. All right. Now here we're going to do another one. But with this one looks a little different, right? It says negative 2 minus 4. Well, we're going to rewrite this so it's in a form that we can use our rule. So we do negative 2 minus a positive 4. Right? That's the same thing as this. But now we can apply our rule. Keep, change, switch. So our problem now becomes negative 2 plus a negative 4. And now we can use the number line. We start at 0. We go 2 in the negative direction. And now we're going to add another negative 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is our answer, which you can't really see because of this, but it is what? Negative 6. All right, so now you need to take a quick pause and write in your notes. And I want you to complete the fill in the blanks. You need to write the rule that we just learned and then rewrite a couple of the equations using that rule. All right, the next way we can subtract integers, first we did what? We applied our rule and then we use the number line. And in this one, we're going to apply our rule and we're going to use either good guys or absolute value. Okay, so let's start with this first one. We don't need to rewrite it because it's already in the form of negative 8, a symbol, and then we know if our last one is positive or negative. So we're going to apply our rule, keep, change, and switch the sign. So instead of a negative, it's now a positive. And now we can use our good guys, bad guys. Okay, so how many bad guys do we have? We have 8 of them. And oh my goodness, how many good guys do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right, so remember, they meet up, they want to fight, so those guys are going to fight, 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 fight. And then what we have left over is our answer. We have some good guys left over. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 good guys. Remember, good guys are positive. So our answer to this is a positive 5. All right, I'm going to do just a couple more on this one. This one, we do actually have to rewrite it. We're going to rewrite it as negative 5 minus a positive 4. Okay, so we apply our rule next. Keep, change, switch. And then we use our good guys, bad guys. These are all bad guys. So we have 5 bad guys plus 4 bad guys. That means we have 9 bad guys. All right, this other one here, we also have to rewrite this one. We have a 5 minus a positive 7, right? So we're going to keep, change, and switch. Now we're going to use our absolute value method on this one. These are different signs, right? So we want to take the absolute value. Absolute value 5 is 5. Absolute value of negative 7 is 7. Which absolute value is bigger? The negative 7. That means what? Our final answer is going to be negative. Since these are different signs, remember, different signs means you subtract. 7 minus 5 is 2, and we keep the sign that we circled, so our answer is negative 2. Now on this last one, we'll rewrite it. Oh, we don't need to rewrite it. Okay, so we keep, change, switch. So instead of being a negative 2, it's now switched to a positive 2. Well, this just looks like what? 12 plus 2. We know 12 plus 2 is 14. All right, now it is time for you to do a few practice problems. There looks like there's 4 of them. All right, with these 4 practice problems, remember, you either rewrite it and then apply the rule and then use the number line, good guys, bad guys, or absolute value. For these first 2, we're going to go over how you would rewrite it, and then you can use the number line if you wish. Okay, so this one is already in the form that we want. We just need to apply the rule. That means we're going to keep, change, switch. It's no longer a negative. It's now switched to a positive. So our problem becomes negative 4 plus 3. Right? Use the number line, good guys, bad guys, or your absolute value. On practice problem number 2, this one we might want to rewrite it so we can apply the rule. That means we're going to rewrite it to be 2 minus a positive 8. Now we're going to apply the rule, and that means we do keep, change, switch. It's no longer a positive 8, now it's a negative 8. And we can now use our number line, good guys, bad guys, or absolute values to add those 2 integers. Okay, practice problem 3 and 4, same thing, but this time I didn't write a number line. I'm hoping that you're going to use good guys, bad guys, or the absolute value for these 2. But I'm going to first help you rewrite and apply the rule for these. So for this one, we do not need to rewrite it, but we do need to apply the rule because it's a subtraction problem. That means it's keep, change, switch. It's no longer a negative. We switched it to a positive. This is now 9 plus 5, which I think you can all do easily in your head. All right, this last one, we do need to rewrite it so it's in the form that we can use to apply the rule. So negative 7 minus a positive 8. That means applying the rule becomes negative 7, keep, change, switch. Now we have a negative 7 plus a negative 8. If we use good guys, bad guys, That would be pretty straightforward. And same with absolute value. With absolute value, we notice that we're just, they had the same sign, don't they? So we just add them, right? And keep the sign. Okay, and that is it for 1.4.